what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I was at my daughter's honor roll thing, right? And this was recently, and they had that playing on the screen, and it was for the kids. And I was like, man, this is corny. Now they trying to bring hip hop into the schools as far as, showing a rap video with Nas. And I was looking at how you got the white kids, you got the Puerto Ricans, you got the Mexicans, you got all these kids and nationalities and everything in the auditorium. And they watching this video by Nas about, I know I can be what I want to be. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's not just a black thing. That's what really got me. Like, it ain't just about the black people that's struggling. It's people all over the world that's struggling from lack of knowledge and a lack of direction and guidance. And the Bible say plain, the people perish because of lack of knowledge. So right now we watching people dying all the time, massacres, everything, and it's because of lack of knowledge. And the people that put out the false knowledge, they call people terrorism. They call them unpatriotic. They call them unreligious. They call them uncivil. They call them a lot of things, but they don't speak the truth. And at the end of the day, when I sat back and listened to it for years, just hearing all this false knowledge and false teaching and false understanding, it made me realize that when you hear the truth, you almost don't want to hear it because you've been listening to so much lies that even when you hear the truth, you feel like, it don't really even matter because of all the lies. You know what I mean? That instead of just gravitating toward the truth, people would rather just listen to gossip all day, look at, fake imagery all day, and believe in things that are not real. And it's like, why are people so easily to believe a lie than to listen to the truth? It's not because people don't want to hear the truth. It's been because for years we've been hearing the same thing over and over, where it's like a chant that black people are bad, black people are ignorant, black people are ghetto. And when I went to school and found out that the word ghetto derived from where they used to put the Jews during the Holocaust, and where they moved all the Jews out of their land and out of their property into the ghetto, and then how people just use that word for black people, then you would think how it correlates that, yes, we as a black people have been put into a bad situation to kill us, but somehow, some way, we still been thriving. And it's like people take pride in the ghetto and pride in poverty, and they take pride in not having nothing and being ignorant. Henceforth, the word nigga. Everybody wants to be a nigga, whether you white, black, whatever, because they want to feel like, hey, even though I know I'm dumb, uneducated, unpassionate about just living life, it's cool because I'm a nigga. And niggas got all the pride in the world. So, as I said before, watching the Nas video amongst all these kids, it's a new generation. But yeah, they was having the celebration for those that got honor roll, and I was just looking at the video, correlating with the kids and the message, and a part of it was like touching to me because it was always a good video and it was always a good message by Nas. Shout out to Nas. But it was like that he, on the third verse, went in on why there's a lack of education in black communities, why there's a lack of black history in black America, why is there hatred for blacks, not only by other races, but by our own selves. Why do we hate our noses? Why do we hate our lips? Why do we make fun of one another's, as what's other call it, a deformity? If something is too big or too whatever, it's a deformity. And it's like we'll make fun of it and chastise each other when we supposed to love one another. And he, like say, put the knowledge there that that was European idea, that to cut on faces, to destroy the nose, to, you know, basically make black to be ugly in whatever form you want to look at it. And it's like, we all fall susceptible to the shit, you know what I mean? It's like when you look at TV, it was always the light-skinned chicks, it was always the light-skinned type of male heroes, or white heroes. You never had no black heroes. It was always the white guy save everybody in the movies. So nowadays, they trying to reverse that, you know, have a few little black action heroes, but it's like the damage is already done. You know what I mean? You're trying to put a band-aid over a wound that it's basically, now it's really basically opening back up and it's bleeding. Racism, hatred black versus white, when black is already killing black. And that's the real message. Like, if colored people don't wake up, because you got Mexicans killing Mexicans, and you got everybody hating everybody. If people don't wake up and understand love and the time now to love, which is every day, that you got an opportunity to love, to forgive, to change, then you're going to wake up and it ain't going to be no tomorrow. So, as far as the youth, as far as the people, you know, love one another, because without knowledge, everybody know hate. That's easy. How many people know about love and learn about it, whether they wasn't taught it at home or they didn't receive it in church? You receive it in life, because if you didn't know love, you couldn't express it. And unless you say to yourself that you don't know love, then you must be a hater. So just check yourself on that. If you know that's all you are is a hater, then why don't you try love? You try Jesus. I ain't no preacher, but I know one thing. I tried Jesus, and guess what? It changed my life. So, power to the people, and keep that flame lit. It's Neil Donner Great, and I'm just here bringing you that knowledge. Something great.